Hey, good people, welcome back to the channel. So, you are thinking about making a move to the Atlanta, Georgia area. Well, I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you who are looking to make a move to the Atlanta, Georgia area. And one of the questions that I'm always asked is, hey, Laurina, where should we move in Atlanta? Which areas have the best schools? Which areas are diverse? So today we're going to highlight Powder Springs. So Powder Springs is a city inside of Cobb County, and Cobb County is located northwest of Atlanta. So if you get in the car and you're driving from the airport to Powder Springs, it's going to be about a 29-mile ride. So roughly about an hour to get there. Now, Powder Springs is just a hop, skip, and a jump. It's not large at all. It does have a small town feel. However, it is close enough to major cities of Atlanta, so like Marietta or Atlanta itself. And so while you can enjoy, the solitude of the area, if you want to come out and, have live entertainment, have a little bit of fun, and enjoy kind of the noise that the city brings, it's not that far from the Atlanta area. Now, Powder Springs does have its own, activities and environment and life, so to speak. But again, it is going to be a small town feel. Powder Springs has an amphitheater. In that area, they have a water spring or water sprinkler where like your kids can run through the water sprinklers and have a good time. It has an open yard, so to speak, where they can play and just have fun. And it also has in that same area some boutiques and shopping spots as well, so you can do that in other small businesses, and that's going to be located in the historical district of Powder Springs, and so that area has a lot of different activities throughout the year that the residents or people that travel into Powder Springs can enjoy. Now, in Powder Springs, you're going to find a variety of property types. And so it is not uncommon to find equestrian property, which is basically property that has horses on it, horse stables, and property that also has other farm animals on it. So if you are looking for space, Powder Springs definitely offers that. And so you can get a home with acreages on it as well. Or if that's a little too much for you, you can get a home that has a nice size yard, or you can get a home that's a townhome that has virtually no yard at all. So it does have varieties. You could get, again, acreages, or you can live in a subdivision. They have new home subdivisions in the area. They have historical type homes in the area as well. So a lot of variety when it comes to the style of property. So you can find something for yourself. Now, let's talk about the diversification of Powder Springs. So Powder Springs is very diverse. I'll put a chart up right there, and I'll also put a link in the description so you can see the different ethnicity groups in Powder Springs. However, the African American ethnicity group or population is the majority in the area of Powder Springs, and millennials make up about 22% of the population of Powder Springs. Now, Powder Springs is located in Cobb. There are some parts of Powder Springs that may be located in other counties, but the vast majority of the city is located in Cobb County. And so that means that the students in that area will be attending a Cobb County schools. And now, after you watch this video, take a quick moment to download my PDF of Moving to Atlanta. I have a lot of resources in that PDF that talks about the county level school districts and crime rates and diversification of the area. And so be sure to download that as you can get a more deeper dive into the city of Powder Springs. But going back to the school district, Powder Springs is located in Cobb County. The students will be going to a school in the Cobb County School District, and Cobb County has a pretty decent school district. So that is a plus. Now let's talk about the homes in the area. So the average sales price of a home in that area is about $395,000. So it is a little bit more affordable than living in the heart of Atlanta. But it's not that far away from there. So you get the advantage of being close to Atlanta and all that brings, but yet you get the advantage of being out a little bit from the city and more affordability that it affords you about living out there in Powder Springs. Now, let's go over to the map so I can show you some additional information and give you kind of a map tour of the area of Powder Springs. We are looking at the map of Powder Springs. So here's Powder Springs. Out to the west of Powder Springs is another city called Hiram, which is located in Paulding County. So Powder Springs is on the cusp of Paulding County, Cobb County, which is where the majority of Powder Springs is, but it's also on the cusp of Douglas County as well. Now, in Powder Springs, you will have, your major stores, grocery stores like Kroger's. There's also Publix that's in the area. You also have right on the outskirts of Powder Springs, it's technically Hiram, but you have Sam's Club. It's literally on the line. And so that's not too far. And then you have cities like Austell, Mableton, Lithia Springs, and then Marietta as well. Now, for medical services, Wellstar Cobb Hospital is probably about 15 minutes away, or depending on which side of Powder Springs you are on, you can even go to Paulding, Wellstar Paulding Hospital. And Wellstar is a common hospital chain, or medical chain, if you will, of Cobb County, Paulding County, and Douglas County as well. Often, whether it is the hospital or the outpatient center, you will see the Wellstar chain. Now, not too far, so if I kind of zoom out just a little bit, you will see from Powder Springs area going into Atlanta, that's probably going to be about 29 miles from Powder Springs to Atlanta. And if you kind of come further up in this area, it's going to be where the Atlanta airport is. And so if you're driving, it's probably going to take you, somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 minutes to maybe an hour and 15 minutes, somewhere in there. There's a huge attraction, which is Six Flags Over Georgia. And so, that is something that everyone in Atlanta typically enjoys, and Powder Springs is about maybe 30 minutes from that attraction. There are a ton of parks and recreations that are in the area of Powder Springs, and just a lot of shopping. If you are looking to get into Powder Springs, your highways to get you to Powder Springs are going to be I-285, which is this highway system right here. And for those who, may be super new to the Atlanta area, just as a quick note, 285 goes around in a circle. So if you ever get lost, just keep it going around and you'll eventually get back to your starting point, because it is a circle, it's a perimeter of Atlanta. But I-20 right here will carry you across to that Powder Springs area. Okay, and so Richard Saylor's Parkway is going to be like the main road into this area. Over here, you're going to have, your Home Depots, Walgreens, Wells Fargo. There's a Publix Plaza. And if you travel up this road right here where this arrow I just draw, that's going back towards West Marietta. And then right over here, there is the amphitheater. And this is kind of like up in this area, the historical district of Powder Springs. There's also some additional churches that is in the area as well. And so need to, there's a lot of things you can do in the area. You really don't need to leave the area for anything really. And so it does have a lot of I just wanted to call your attention to. And there's the Seven Springs Water Park, which, families enjoy. It's like a water theme park. But this is one of the major parks right here. You can, horseback ride, and there's just so much to do in that area. So all right, so that pretty much covers the area of Powder Springs. If you are looking to make a move today, tomorrow, or in 90 days, please give me a call, a text, or an email, and I'll be happy to help you make a smooth move to the Atlanta area. So until next time, bye.